I don't care how I look. But that's not the case for everything, because I do care how my website looks. So thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video, and I'm gonna talk a bit more about them later on this video. But for myself, I think I don't really care how I look. Saying that as a person making a living on the internet, knowing that every second of the day somebody's looking at me, somebody's listening to me, somebody's looking at pictures of me, and that is a weird thought. And I also don't want to say that I absolutely don't care. I also want to say that I'm, of course, in a privileged position. I don't think I look very ugly. I think as a white privileged woman, that's maybe easier to say for me than for other people. I also have pretty clear skin, and these are reasons why it might be easier for me. I'm happy with my body, but I do want to talk about why I titled this video this way, and I really hope I'm finding the right words, because I think it's a complicated and maybe sensitive topic, but I still want to make a point here, so let's dive in. An obvious thing you can see is that I'm not wearing makeup. I also decided to cut off my hair a few months ago, and while I'm pretty sure that I'm growing it out at some point again, for now I enjoy having very short hair, or having like no real hair that is considered feminine or something like that. I choose to not wear makeup just because for me the cons outweigh the pros, and I'm gonna link you a video where I talk about that. I also choose to not wear jewelry. I'm talking about that in a similar video that's linked up here as well. And I choose to mostly wear very neutral colors. I try to not like make my outfit the star of my appearance. So I do want to appear very natural. And that sounds like I care how I look. And of course that might be still true to some extent, but I really want to learn, and I'm in this process, and mostly I feel very confident in just being who I am and looking the way I look. The thing I want to say here is that I want to focus much more on how I feel than how I look, because I don't think that a certain look makes me happy about my body. I think it's always the relationship between me and my body, between how I think I should look and how I look, that makes up the feeling that determines if I'm content with my body or not. Now I'm in a position where I'm thin, I'm able-bodied, I'm neurotypical, I have a lot of advantages and privileges when it comes to my body, and I'm so grateful for that. But it definitely wasn't always that way. So, for example, when I was a teenager, I gained weight and I felt like I couldn't do anything against that. I just gained pound after pound, and I felt that I was not beautiful anymore, and that everything was just not the way I liked it to be. I thought my chest was not the way it should be. I just felt uncomfortable. I did not feel beautiful. I always felt like I should be on a diet. So I got pregnant and gave birth to my son, and after that I do have to say I guess I was just very lucky, because my body didn't change anymore. I have this body, it does everything it needs to do. I think it looks nice. I'm pretty happy with most of it, and therefore it's maybe easier to accept myself the way I am. But of course I do still have some insecurities. For example, I think my nose is pretty big, so I would like it to be a bit smaller. I also am not super happy about how my chest looks after giving birth and breastfeeding for over a year. I do think my face is very asymmetrical and does look strange sometimes. One eye is a lot more closed than the other out of some reason, I don't know. Sometimes I have a weird line on my nose. So you see, I do have some issues. I do have some things that I think about when it comes to my appearance, but I am in a position where it doesn't bother me too much. I choose being myself and looking myself over trying to fix something that doesn't need to be fixed, because I think there's really not much to do about that. And even though I can of course get plastic surgery, I can of course do different things to my body to maybe change it, in the end I think it's still the best solution to try to accept our bodies the way they are right now. And the things that I think are very, very important is that I feel good in my body. It does not hurt all the time, which is not something that everybody can say. It does everything I needed to do. It's a sportive body. I, of course, did sports in the past. I'm not doing a lot right now, but I can do handstands. I can run. I can walk for extended periods of times. I can do most of the things I want to do with my body. My mental health is in a good place. My brain health is in a good place. I am able to think the things I want to think. I'm able to remember things that are important to me. I'm able to make connections, to do maths, to do other things that are very, very good to have of a brain. And so I do want to focus just more on that side. But with saying that I want to focus more on health than on how I look, I, of course, also understand that there are a lot of bodies that need daily medication, that need certain kinds of help to function, that there are a lot of illnesses and things that we need to treat, that we cannot just say, I'll accept it and it goes away and I'm happy. That it doesn't work that way. But that's totally okay as well. I'm just very, very thankful. I had cancer as a child and everything went smoothly. I only have one kidney now, but I'm super, super grateful for the body I have now, that it works, like at least at a 99% rate. It works perfectly fine, and I'm just very grateful for that. And I want to celebrate like having a body that works, feeling good in my body, experiencing pain only very rarely, and I just see and I want to put that over how I look. But with focusing so much on how I feel, I also choose clothes, for example, that I feel good in. And feeling good in my clothes has, of course, something to do if they hurt at some part of my body, if I'm able to move in them properly. But it also has something to do with the colors I choose for my wardrobe. I feel better in colors that I like. So maybe I do care how I look, but I want to get away from trying to look different. I want to find a way to feel the best the way my body is. So I want to accept my body and just help it do everything I need it to do. And I completely understand that we as humans like beautiful things. And so, of course, if we take a look in the mirror, we like to see something beautiful. And I also want to say that I don't think there's anything wrong with using makeup, with having an extraordinary hairstyle, with dressing a certain way, with doing whatever you want to do to your body, because I truly think it's your choice. Your body is your choice. You are absolutely allowed to do with your body what makes you feel best. And I want to have the same for me. And for me, it means accepting it. For me, it means taking off layers and choosing to not wear makeup, choosing to have short hair for now, and choosing to wear certain clothes that maybe some people don't think are chic or feminine or things like that. For me, I really want to explore being myself and find the beauty in feeling like myself. Accepting that there are certain parts of my body that maybe do not align with standard, like beauty standards. I don't want to be the standard, or it doesn't help me to be something that I'm not. So I do want to embrace being myself. And I think a lot of us can benefit maybe from learning to detach a little bit from how we look. Now, again, expressing yourself has a lot to do with how we look, because our world is just so visual. But on the other hand, I think we have to do it for ourselves. So that is maybe the most important point here. I do want to feel beautiful for myself. I do want to feel good in my body, because then it works better, then I can use it better. I want to feel good, and I want to even feel beautiful for myself, but not for some person that has an opinion on how women should look, on how I should look, or things like that. So for myself, I kind of care how I look, but I don't care what kind of a picture that maybe gives off to another person that has other opinion about the world and how people should look. And I think that is the thing that I can encourage all of us to do, to just really find out what is important to us when it comes to how we look, when it comes to how we feel, when it comes to how we treat our bodies, when it comes to just living a life that makes us happy and that maybe gives us more resources to contribute to the world around us. And therefore, I also think that it's absolutely okay whatever you choose to do, because you do it for you, please. I do not care how you look. I do not care if you use makeup or not. I do not care about your hairstyle or your clothes, because I think the best thing you can do is find a solution that works best for you. And now I want to talk about something where I really care how it looks, and that is my website. Like, I want my website to be very simple, very beautiful, very easy to use, and that is things I get with Squarespace. And Squarespace also gives me the possibility to create member spaces to discuss topics like this, for example. So let me know if you would be interested in something like this. It gives me the opportunity to link all of my social media profiles to my website, which is amazing because I can just have everything in this one place that also belongs to me, that does not belong to another like corporation or anything. My website belongs to me and I can link every social media platform there. I also have features to blog, to share my thoughts, for you to add comments to it. So also let me know what kind of resources and blog posts you would like to find on my website. And if you want to build your own website, you can head to squarespace.com and choose from the many beautiful templates and customize it to the way that you think is best for you. And if you're ready to launch, you can use my link down below and get 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. And now let me know what you think about your appearance or the appearance of other people. What do you focus on when you get to know somebody new? Is it important to you how a person looks, what a person talks about? I would be really interested in hearing your opinion about this topic in general and how you choose to be beautiful or to not care about how you look, or how you care about your look. What is the most important thing to you there? And if you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos, I'm going to link you a video here and a playlist here that you can check out if you want and if you have time now. And I also hope to see you next time. Bye!